Okay, today we're going to show you how to make these darling fabric rosette flowers out of the American Crafts Dear Lizzie fabric paper that just came out that we're really excited about. So we're going to start with 2 strips. I've just cut this into about 1-inch strips, and this paper is fabric on top, but it does have a paper base and then an adhesive on the back that you can peel off. But we're going to start by peeling off the actual fabric from the paper adhesive section. So you just kind of get a little section there that you can peel off and just rip it off. And then I like to kind of fray one of the edges, so if you can get a little piece and just kind of rip that off so you have kind of a frayed edge. So this is just the fabric. We still have this piece that has the adhesive on it. I'm going to do that for both of my strips, and then we're going to start building our flower. There's my 2. Do a little bit of that fraying on the edge just because it's kind of a fun look. You do not have to fray. I just like doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is these 2 strips I'm going to cut into pieces, and we're going to use these for the base of our flower. So I'm going to cut 4 pieces about this size, and then I'm going to peel off this layer so that I have this adhesive part on top. And I'm going to build just a little place for our flower to live. So let's see, just kind of overlap these a little bit to build our little platform. Oops, it's really sticky. So and this is great because then you feel like I'm actually using the adhesive that comes with the paper. I'm not just ruining the paper and throwing away the adhesive. We're actually going to use it. You could use the same concept with just any fabric, any strip of cotton fabric or any fabric that you had. Okay, so now that I have this little base that's sticky, I'm going to start out my rose by just kind of mashing the ends into a little starting point and sticking it on my adhesive. And then from here, I'm just going to twist and stick. So twist a little, stick it down. Just twisting this fabric paper and then sticking it down on my adhesive. So we're just twisting, sticking. It doesn't have to look perfect. In fact, the more messy it is, kind of the better it looks. I'm just turning this as I go. And the reason I cut 2 strips is because the size that we want, it needs to be a little longer, but you could end right here with just this 12-inch strip, 12 by 1-inch strip, and have a cute little flower, like these little ones. These are just a 12-inch by 1-inch strip of this paper. But if you want to keep going, then you just take your 2nd strip, and I just kind of stuck it down and kept going. So we're twisting and sticking. So you'll see there's some parts of the frayed edges that kind of show, and I like that because it's kind of a shabby look. But if you don't, if you want it a little bit cleaner, then just don't fray your edges when you start. Okay, and then to end, just kind of stick that down. And I have been doing a little bit of glue at the end just to kind of glue that so you can't see where it ends. And this is the Designer Dries Clear glue from Art Glitter that I really like because it dries really fast. So I'm just going to kind of glue that to my fabric to the end of it there. Okay, and then you could be done, but to finish it off, I've been using, these are just some embellishments from Making Memories that come in lots of colors. And I had one all out ready to go. A little pearl, there it is. And I'm just going to glue that in the center, just for a cute look. And you could use this Designer Dries Clear glue, or you can use the fabric tack, which I like because I know it's going to really stick to my fabric and my embellishment is not going to fall off. Let's do a dab of that and then glue that right down in the center. And then for the last step, so that you can actually use this rose, I'm just going to cut around the base. And when we're done, it'll be ready. You can glue it on the front of a card, on a gift bag, on the scrapbook page. And if you have any spots like this part, maybe I cut that too much, don't worry about it. Just add a little glue, a little of your fabric tack, and you can glue it together to be a little sturdier. But that's it.